Alright, moving on to the back side of our Walkaway 9 review for the honors classes. This here, you need to take this shape and do all sorts of things to that, and you're supposed to end up with this explanation as to why that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So anyway, you're supposed to get the length and slope of each side, and so I'm just going to make a few observations here. This side from B to A has a change in x being 3, and a change of y being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, being 6. And so the slope of B over A, that's change in y over change in x, which is 6 over 3, which is 2. And we can use those two numbers in our distance formula. You just have to do 6 squared and 3 squared. And that's going to give you the square root of 36 plus 9, which is the square root of 45. And I'm actually just going to stop it right there, because, well, I don't need to do anything with it right now. If I need to convert it to decimal, I will later. Length and slope of AD. Well, AD is this horizontal line. That's a slope of 0. So I'm going to put the slope is 0. And the length is just, I'm just going to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's looking like the length is 7. And if I look at ED here, I notice that my change in x is also 3, just like my one over here. And the change in y is 6, just like it was over here. And so my slope here is going to be 6 over 3, which is 2. And the length is actually, here, I don't want to put L, I'm going to put ED. That's what it means. The length from E to, distance from E to D is actually the same as this one. Is equal to the distance from B to A, which is 45. And that's because they're the same change in Y and change in X. And BE is a horizontal line, so it has a slope of 0. And the distance from B to E is, I'm just going to count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7, just like AD. And so I have some interesting information. I have common slopes for opposite sides, and I have common lengths, or side lengths, for opposite sides. And so in my explanation here, I'm going to write since AD is congruent to, not AD, BA, BA, so this line is congruent to this one over here, ED. BA is also parallel with ED. And the same thing about the other two sides there. BE is congruent to AD. And side BE is parallel to AD. This quadrilateral BADE is a parallelogram. So that's what I'm looking for on your test there, an explanation as to why it's a parallelogram, or why it's a rhombus, or why it's a rectangle, or a square. Okay? So that's what I'm looking for as to the y's. On this figure, we need to get the length and slope of SI, IN, NE, and ES. And actually, this is the same figure as the last one on the previous assignment. So if you want your solution for this, go to the previous assignment. It's called Prove Geometric Shapes. and go to the last one, and it helps you get all these, and explains what the quadrilateral is, and so you just look at that, and it'll give it to you. And so there's your solutions.